Hi guys, welcome. It's Mike Newton down here at Morecambe Golf Club. I'm just going to carry on our series of awkward lies that we're doing here. We're covering and giving you guys a little bit of help of these tricky lies that you may get faced with on the golf course. So this particular video here, we're going to look at the downhill lie and how we would adjust our stance, maybe the club choice, to execute this shot to the best we can. Just before we jump into the video, I just want to say a big thanks to the head professional here, Simon Fletcher, and also Morecambe Golf Club for allowing me to come out here and use the facilities to film these series of videos. Very much appreciated. Great sunny day here, beautiful views here. So if you ever get the chance, obviously do come and have a game here at Morecambe Golf Club. Okay, so the downhill lie, what do? We've got some big changes to make in our setup, okay, and we've also got a difference of club choice. So with the downhill lie coming this way here, the ball is naturally going to come out a lot lower on its ball flight. So the launch angle is definitely going to be dropped here. So if you've got a certain distance here and you maybe say, for argument's sake, you're going to hit a 7-iron, you may have to go up and maybe hit 8-iron, possibly even 9-iron. So obviously that more lofted club, because of the downhill lie, will actually get the launch coming out maybe nearer sort of 7-iron in a way, how the ground sort of will manipulate that launch angle. So obviously a little bit of work on your judgment here of choosing the right club here, but generally you'll have to club up a little bit and take that little bit more loft there. So other aspect we're going to look at is ball position. Okay, now obviously the ground is going down here. The ground behind the golf ball is obviously a lot higher than the ground in front of the golf ball. So what we want to do here is definitely get the ball position more central, or if anything slightly back in the stance, and I'll probably say a little bit more back in the stance here, because the last thing we want to do is hit this high ground behind the golf ball. So if this ball's positioned too far forward, very easy to catch that ground that is higher behind that golf ball, and obviously you're going to hit a fat shot. Okay, so we just need to maybe check that ball position is more central. If anything's a little bit more back in that stance, you could possibly go down that grip a little bit, so just down the handle about an inch or so. Again, that's just going to shorten the club just to reduce that hitting of that ground behind the golf ball. Okay, and then really in terms of what the flight's going to do, it's really just going to come out really quite low, and it may sort of start to peel a little bit left to right through its flight here. So for the right-handed golf, that might just sort of fade off to the right of target a little bit more. So I'm just going to hit one first here, and we'll see what this sort of flight does. So I've got 7-iron here. I'm just going to play this just sort of slightly back of centre, down the grip a little bit. Okay, and my weight position here, I'm going to just feel it a little bit more in my lead leg, so into my left leg slightly here, and just feel that I'm getting a little bit more sort of perpendicular to the slope here. Again, depends on the severity of this slope, but I'm just going to get myself a little bit more on this front foot. Ball's a little bit in the back of the stance. I'll just give this first one a hit here. Okay, so that came out quite nice. Definitely came out lower. Okay, and was quite neutral on its flight. Didn't really peel off to the right there at all, but a little bit more neutral there, but definitely in that lower flight there. Okay guys, so there we go. There's the downhill lie there. So now rather than the little changes that you may have to sort of take on that golf course. So just maybe sort of recap there. Obviously take a little bit more loft. So 8-iron, if you're going to hit 7-iron, maybe take 8-iron, possibly 9-iron, depending on that slope. Ball position, we're going to move more towards the right of centre, so more towards the back of the stance, okay, because obviously we don't want to be hitting that or interacting with that ground too far in front of that golf ball, because that ground is obviously higher. Okay, and then also maybe just down that handle a little bit, and then obviously this ball is going to come out a little bit lower, may even start to sort of hit a little bit of left to right sort of flight to shape on the golf ball, so you may just have to allow that. But again, get yourself on the practice ground, get yourself in that situation, hit some shots, play around with that ball position, and see how that ball actually comes out for you as your delivery. Okay, so do give a good practice on this particular shot. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. Do appreciate you watching the video. Again, big thanks to Morecambe Golf Club for allowing me to come down here and shoot these videos. Very good of them. And hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.